In the current moment, of course, we're gonna go with the continue working with assets and check out how the whole pass is going. Also, 20 minutes time frame right now for the whole conversion of all the assets that members have in different cryptocurrencies to one equivalent in USDT. It's happening right now. So yes, if you choose determination, you will see the conversion fully. Just need to wait or like 20 minutes. At the end of this Zoom conference, it's gonna be already done. Now, very important for those who gonna continue working with assets, you just gonna need to get all the data correct. For those who gonna terminate the contract, you need to put in the field of your wallet only USDT ton. We're working right now only with that, and after a calculation, you will see the date when you receive the compensation. And then click on finish working. Please be aware to put the right wallet. For those who are gonna go with termination, you need to know that your account is in one trade gonna be blocked just as you gonna actually finish working. So be aware of that. There is no way that you could actually, if you change your decision and try to log in with the same information, with the same data and password, is going to be blocked as well. Of course, if you change the data, you could create another account, but to that we're gonna get later. I just need you to understand that when you press the button finish and working, all your data is gonna be blocked from that account. And that's mean when you create in the other account, you'll be on the bottom of the whole structure. Because of course, the structure is transferred and you basically create a new account. Those gonna continue, you need to understand that your assets, your actual funds are gonna be split to 10 pieces, and the whole process of unfrozen and continue working with the dates and temp, the pace, it's different. So please check the conditions, check the information here before continue. After pressing the button like I just done, you can see the brief information about one trade and links on Telegram bot on the web version, so mirrors of course, and plus here is a link to the chat of one trade in Telegram. Please check all the information because it is important. I think everything is clear for you right now. There's links that get you to the corresponding Telegram mini app version. If you were logging through that, it's gonna be fast. You just need to get, enter, and it's done. On the web version, when you get through the link, you need to fill your email, your password, and two-factor authentication, this same that you used for ArbCore. And after you successfully authorize, you can change everything you want and two-factor authentication, everything you need to be more secured, of course. Now, when you actually press everything, you now have the only one tab here is continue working. So yes, decision is permanent, and the volume you see here is already transferred in one trade. And yes, here actually you see the all data on one trade and on ArbCore. So yes, here exactly you can see the assets you have and the conditions or what you need to do to complete and unfroze the funds. Everything will be here. Now about the ArbCore itself, of course, when the main mass of our community gonna make a decision to one or other way, then the ArbCore also gonna continue the working process, just not with the same volumes, with the legal entities. And of course, there's a different deposits, different funds, and so on, different flow, while all the physical entities gonna be transferred to one trade and gonna be working with that. So yes, ArbCore as well gonna work with our own exchanges. We're gonna adjust the system to that, but with the different flow. So yes, and we'll briefly get into all the information we needed. And I guess on Thursday or on a Friday, well, since it's 5 days, most likely on Friday, we're gonna make another international Zoom call. And to that point, the main mass of the community, we're gonna make a decision. When it's gonna be 75%, I guess, then we're gonna start working. Uh, by the way, for those who write that they couldn't get into ArbCore, try to clear your cache because the old data could possibly block you from logging in or entering the website. So please try to clear cache and then enter your accounts in ArbCore. Also, I want to repeat myself on how this does the ARP Pro working. They have the accounts on their own, on our exchanges, on all of them, their own accounts, and the arbitration is gonna be, of course, with their own volumes. So there's not gonna be time spent on forming the pools. Previously, we taken 10% from the income. Now we taking 25%. So yes, we taking more, but in the same time, since we saving the amount of time on the forming the pools, we working directly with the volumes of our Arbitration Pro members, which means more transactions, more deals, and the same profitability is increased and the system working better. So yes, now it's more profit and the whole system is working better. But you need to understand it's for people with certain deposits frame. If you have below that limit, then you go in with the pools with other members and you still could check where your funds go, in what pool they're forming, and how the arbitration is proceed with transactions, with of course two transactions because it's this synchronous arbitration where there is a selling and buying at the same time, and you can check it just you will see the volume of the whole pool while those who on Arbitration Pro will see their own volume. Yes, it is important. That's why we noted it. Now about the partnership programs, all the details gonna be on the next Zoom. But here's the updates. It's arriving, and also the new program is gonna be here, which is the Partner Challenge. Is going to be on a permanent basis. Every week, there's going to be a certain pool forming from rewards, and it's going to be separated. And then there's going to be a challenge like top 10 different people with the rate charts and so on. So investors could use that opportunity, but all the conditions and so on you can check yourself when the update is going to arrive. And we're also going to check it out on the next international Zoom call. I think for most network leaders it's gonna be not needed because they have enough profit as it is, but it's gonna be more used for the investors who want to use every tool available in their hands and rewards included. So yes, we're gonna do a deep dive as always into that later. All right, the screen demonstration is stopped. It is great. There was a question if the partnership links is working. Yes, they are. At the moment, while people is considering their decision, you could actually build your structure or rebuilding it or maybe starting anew if there was nothing at all at the start. So yes, you can already begin to make your own structure. Everything is at hand and working. My Telegram is buzzing all the time. I just didn't turn it off, and I see there's messages constantly going down and down. We're gonna have a Zoom call with the conclave and the top leaders, by the way, then that's why I having so much noise on my phone. Okay, now, to the moment, we are planning the next Zoom on Friday. Remember that we're gonna put through analysis and how much people is already, how many people gonna be already make a decision, and then